Good evening, listeners. This is Akashvani Katak. In this evening, we have a talk for you entitled Mental Health and Yoga. Our talker is Dr. Prativa Shree.
Mental health is an invaluable thing in life, being an essential aspect of human life. It influences the thought, word, and deeds of an individual. A mentally healthy person has a good brain power with concentration, memory power, positive awareness, confidence, creativity, and willpower. To meet the challenges in life, a good mental health is essential. According to the World Health Organization, mental health is a state of well-being in which every individual realizes his or her own potential, can cope with normal stresses of life, can work productively, and is able to contribute to the community. In this modern scenario, rapid urbanization, technological advancement, academic pressure, unhealthy lifestyle, and social isolation have greatly increased psychological problems such as stress, anxiety, depression, insomnia, and emotional instability. Mental imbalance is the other name of stress, where a flood of adrenaline races through the bloodstream and disturbs the bodily functions. Prolonged exposure to stress exerts harmful effects on physical, psychological, and behavioral well-being of an individual. The release of stress hormones, including adrenaline, lead to the increase in heart rate, blood pressure, pace of respiration, body temperature, and muscle tension. The psychological changes occur with anxiety, irritability, and insomnia due to overstimulation of the sympathetic nervous system. During illness, first concern should be to attain perfect health, and in the healthy condition, care should be taken to maintain this exalted state of being. There is a feeling of energy and vitality throughout the entire body and mind. Any healing system can be utilized to build up the good mental health. The natural state of mind is with the vibrations of the good health. Interpretation of the yogic approach is particularly powerful to provide wonderful results for maintaining mental well-being. Being an ancient Indian philosophy of the physical, mental, moral, and spiritual discipline, yoga has emerged as one of the most effective, safe, and holistic approaches. Yogic techniques influence both the mind and the emotions. Regular yoga practice leads to maintain the mental health and at the same time can be the good preventive medicine. The moral and ethical principles of Yama and Niyama guide the individuals towards disciplined and balanced living. Non-violence, truthfulness, non-greediness, contentment, austerity, self-study help to develop the positive attitudes, emotional harmony, as well as the social well-being. Maharishi Patanjali has mentioned in Yoga Sutras, which is one of the foundational texts of classical yoga philosophy, that yoga is the suggestion of the modification of the consciousness. Yoga chitta priti nirodhaha. The fivefold modifications of our consciousness are right knowledge, wrong knowledge, fancy, sleep, and memory. Their suggestion can be possible through the yogic disciplines of abhyasa, that is practice, and vairagya, which is also known as renunciation. There is the description of 9 obstacles of or chitta vikshepas, which obstruct the progress and distracts the aspirant's consciousness, which are vyadhi or disease, sthana or dullness, samsaya or doubt, pramada or carelessness, alasya or laziness, abhirati or lack of control, Bhranti Darshana or wrong perception, Alabdha Bhumikatva or incapability to achieve the perfection in life, and Anavasthitatva or instability. pain, depression, shaking of body, and unrhythmic breathing are sahabhuvaha or accompanying symptoms and the mental all healthy condition. So the root cause of mental sufferings lies in avidya or ignorance, asmita or ego, raga or attachment, dvesha or aversion, and abhinivesh or fear of death. These are known as the Pancha Kleshas described in Yoga Sutras. These mental disturbances create imbalance in the individual and lead to the stress, anxiety, anger, and dissatisfaction. So yoga emphasizes that adi or the psychic disturbances and vyadhi or the sources of sorrow. Both of these are rooted in avidya or ignorance. Yoga helps to remove these disturbances by promoting self-awareness, emotional balance, and mental calmness. Maharishi Patanjali has significantly recommended to practice the concentration on one principle for the removal of these obstacles. Apart from this, he has also mentioned the options of cultivating opposite virtues, controlling the prana, observing sense experience, maintaining inner illumination, making passionless persons as the object for the concentration of mind, developing the method of conscious dreaming and conscious sleeping, or by the practice of dhyana or meditation. This clearly shows that yoga emphasizes on the mental discipline and inner peace. There is the description of atyahara or overeating, prayasa or exhaustion, prajalpa or talkativeness, niyamagraha or strictly adhering to the rules and regulations, janasanga or being in the company of common people, and laulyam or unsteadiness as 6 causes of stress in Hatha Yoga. Swami Shvatmaram has recommended for the cultivation of enthusiasm, perseverance, discrimination, unshakable faith, courage, remaining away from the common people to attain the inner harmony and mental well-being. Lord Krishna has described that the turbulent senses violently carry away the mind. When a man thinks of these sense objects, attachment for them arises. From attachment, desire is born, and from the desire, anger arises. From anger comes the delusion. From delusion, loss of memory. From loss of memory, the destruction of discrimination power, and one is in stress. One who controls the mind and is free from attachment and aversion, even while using the objects of the senses, attains the grace of the God. So yoga has become an increasingly widespread therapy used to maintain wellness and alleviate a range of health problems and ailments. Regular practice of yoga significantly improves the flexibility, muscular strength, and endurance, as well as balance. Being relaxed, one remains healthy and more creative. Neti removes the mucus and pollution from the nasal passages and sinuses and helps to maintain good health of the ears, eyes, and the throat. It has a calming and soothing influence on the brain, stimulating the pineal gland. It makes the head to feel light and fresh. Balancing the left and right brain hemispheres, it induces a state of harmony and a sense of tranquility. Practice of asana develops the flexibility by stretching, strengthening, and massaging the muscles, ligaments, tendons, and joints of the body. One learns to stop the dissipation of prana or the vital energy by regulating its flow for proper distribution throughout the body and mind. So long as breathing goes on, mind remains unsteady. When it stops moving, the mind becomes still and the yogi attains a complete motionlessness. Breath retention or kumbhaka is an important aspect of pranayama which arouses the inherent potentials of brain with concentration and memory power. Different techniques of tranquilizing pranayams, practices like Ujjayi, Bhramari, Sitali, and Sitkari are very effective for stress management. Practice of Nadi Shodhana reduces anxiety, improves emotional control, and balances the autonomic nervous system. Sage Gheranda has mentioned that knowledge of Pratyahara eliminates the enemies of the desire and passion. Like the tortoise which withdraws on all sides its limbs, the practitioner withdraws his senses from these phenomenal worldly objects, having steady wisdom of his own self. It leads one to dharana or concentration when the mind learns to remain steady on any object. With the increase of inner awareness, or dhyana or meditation takes place, Swami Shivananda has defined it as a powerful tonic for peace and prosperity in the daily battle of life. There is a steady and unbroken flow of attention directed towards the same point or region with profound contemplative observation. The mind of the practitioner is controlled as a lamp placed in a windless place does not flicker. One experiences a sense of inner peace, happiness, contentment, and self-awareness. Yoga Nidra is the best method of inducing deep relaxation and develops the meditative attitude. It rejuvenates and relaxes the whole physiopsychological system. The psychosomatic diseases are removed as well as prevented. The consciousness is separated from the external awareness and one conserves the mental energy. The perception becomes deeper with the joy, well-being, fulfillment and contentment into one's own life. Removing the psychological blocks, fears, phobias, conflicts and complexes, it improves self-confidence with intuitive power. As an advanced psychiatric tool, it eradicates the deep-rooted psychological disorders and the psychosomatic elements. It works as a non-chemical tranquilizer for the good sleep and rejuvenates the whole body and mind. Inherent potentials awaken and the whole personality changes with harmony, happiness and fulfillment. Yogic diet helps to stay alive, be active, move and work, build new cells and tissues for the growth, remain healthy for preventing and fighting against the infections. Diet should be balanced and rich in protective nutrients. A well-balanced and healthy diet is recommended as this produces perfect nutrition and maintain the efficiency and mental health. Sattvic food increases the vitality and moral strength. It is very soft and pleasing to the mind with serenity and mental clarity. Being full of nourishment, it is highly conducive to the health. In Hatha Yoga, Mitahar is defined as agreeable and sweet food, leaving 1/4 of the stomach free and eaten as an offering to please Lord Shiva. Yoga has been found highly beneficial for mental health. Through the research, it has been found that yoga reduces stress hormones, lowers blood pressure, improves sleep quality, increases serotonin levels, and enhances the parasympathetic nervous system activity. It has shown positive effects in managing anxiety disorders, depression, stress, substance abuse, and psychosomatic disorders. Therefore, yoga is increasingly being integrated into hospitals, rehabilitation centers, schools, and corporate wellness programs. In conclusion, we can say that yoga has a holistic approach to mental health that harmonizes the body, mind, emotions, and spirit through asana, pranayama, meditation, relaxation, and ethical living. Healthy diet. Yoga helps individuals to achieve mental peace, emotional stability, and psychological resilience. In the present age of stress and uncertainty, yoga serves as a powerful tool for preventive and therapeutic mental health care. Therefore, incorporating yoga into daily life can greatly improve individual well-being and contribute to the creation of a healthier and happier society.
You have just listened to a talk entitled Mental Health and Yoga. Our talker was Dr. Prativa Shree. Dear listeners, you are tuned to Akashvani Cuttack. Please stay tuned for our next announcement in Odia in a short while.